Hello, friends. Welcome to the science show, and we are actually presenting live to you every day. And today we have three very interesting uh, discoveries and invention from the space of science. So, without further waste of any moment, let's go and discuss about what are these three things. And by the way, friends, I am live, so you can actually reach out to me, send in your comments live. Your name will get displayed, and I can address your queries instantly. So, the first item on the list is a planet that should not exist. So, there is a solar system not very close. It's roughly about 287 light years away from Earth, and this planet system or the solar system is known as very intuitively TOI 5205. So this is like a normal star system, a red dwarf star system. And typically, when we look at the red dwarf, we don't find a large planet. And this particular red dwarf is actually a smaller red dwarf. As you can see, we are actually showing in this screen where the yellow star is actually the sun, and the large planet that we are showing is the Jupiter. And look at the size of the other star, which is the TOI 5205. It's many times smaller than the sun, and it's a red dwarf. But surprisingly, TOI 5205 has a large planet. This planet is as large as Jupiter. So, the understanding so far that we have got after studying nearly 5,000 solar system in the close by vicinity of Earth, we find that usually if the star is large, it will have larger planets. But if you look at the hot Jupiters and other gas giants which exist in different solar system outside our sun, then we know that because the star is large, and that is why it is able to harbor larger planets. However, it is a very surprising find to see a small uh, red dwarf star having a similar size planet as big as Jupiter. So this actually shows that our understanding of how the solar system evolved is not really mature as of now, because we do not understand the processes how these planets are formed, what are the criteria or parameter to form these large planets, because even this small star is able to harbor a large planet like Jupiter. Obviously this big planet must be exerting a lot of gravitational pull on the central star system. So I think more studies required. However, this is a very strange solar system, TOI 5205, and that is why we have stumbled upon this kind of planet which should not exist. So this is something new. Let's move to the next one, and this is our favorite subject. This is regarding the supermassive black holes, and also regarding the dark energy. We know that there is a lot of dark matter, and there is a lot of dark energy which is responsible for expansion of the universe. And as we know today, the universe is expanding exponentially. That means as the time passes, the speed of acceleration will keep increasing exponentially. So the force which has been made responsible for this expansion is not really known, since we do not know what causes this kind of a expansion, what are the objects, or what energy is involved in this expansion of the entire universe. We have no clue. So because we don't have clue, we just call it dark energy. So far we have not been able to identify the particles of dark energy. We have not been able to identify what are the different objects in our space which basically create that. But I think scientists are evaluating various options, and one of the option that scientists have found is that maybe the supermassive black holes um, may have some sort of negative gravity, they are capable, very much capable, because they are huge. They are millions of times the mass of sun. And there are so many black holes, and especially if the black hole, the supermassive black hole, exists outside the galaxy, there is no way even to even look at it, because they will be just lying dormant. So scientists now believe that there are several supermassive black hole. There is one in the middle of the galaxy. There are instances where these supermassive black holes have been found, more than one black hole in one galaxy. um, and it's not necessary that one galaxy will have only one supermassive black hole. There could be more than one, but we have no idea how many supermassive black holes exist outside the galaxy in the void of the space. If there are a lot of these supermassive black holes scattered in the void of the space, then these supermassive black holes may be exerting gravity and gravity pulls, as you know that. So from our point of view, there could be a chance that the supermassive black holes may be responsible for this pull or the expansion that we notice uh, in our space. And because we don't know what is causing them, we call it dark energy. So the supermassive black holes, which may be floating around in the void of the space, the supermassive black holes which are not having any stars or any galaxies around them, may be causing this kind of phenomena which we call dark energy. So I think there is nothing definitive at this point in time. So this is a work in progress. Until unless we are able to exactly zero down on the cause of the dark energy, I think this will be speculative in nature. So this is one of the theory that the scientists are proposing. All right, let's move to the next item. And the next item is our twin planet in our own solar system, known as Venus. We know that Venus is actually much closer to Earth as compared to Mars, and it is also having a shorter year. So if you want to basically go to Venus, it is actually a lot easier to go to Venus than as going to Mars, because it's first of all close by. It's only a 3 months ride as compared to Mars, which is nearly 7 to 8 months ride, and the window of opportunity to go to Mars comes every 2 years. So if you actually try and go to Mars, you will get the next window of opportunity only after 2.5 years, whereas Venus is much more reachable. It's much closer. However, Venus is hell. We know that Venus is very hellish environment. It has very thick atmosphere, 100 times thicker than Earth atmosphere, so it is not livable. So that is why humans are not showing a lot of interest in trying to make to Venus, and we are trying to explore our opportunities on Mars. However, Venus is Earth's twin planet. The gravity is very similar to Earth. The size of Venus is also very similar to Earth. It is close by. And apart from the hellish surface temperature and the hellish atmosphere, which mostly comprise of sulfuric acid, the similarity between Earth and Venus are not many. Apart from these hellish conditions on Venus, even the structure of the planet is rather different. Well, even both these planets are of equal size. The heat of the formation of these two planets are retained equally, and they slowly dissipate this heat into the space. But in the case of Earth, most of the surface of the Earth comprise of the tectonic plates, and the ocean and the continents are the land masses on top of these tectonic plates. So the tectonic plates are quite thick on Earth. They move around, they grind with each other, and the movement of the gaps between these tectonic plates, there could be volcanism between these gaps. There could be gases coming out of it, and because of that, Earth will slowly lose its heat, and the tectonic plate keeps moving. However, the twin planet, which is Venus, we have not seen any tectonic movement on the surface of the Venus, and yet we know that the Venus, just like the Earth, is losing heat in the gradually in the equal proportions, very similar to Earth. Earth is also losing heat as the time passes, but we know that the Earth heat is being lost because of the tectonic plate movement and the volcanism. So in case of Venus, since there are no tectonic plates, how this heat is being retained or being lost? Now the scientists found that the real reason for Venus to lose heat, even though it does not have any tectonic plate movement or any major volcano systems, it's primarily because the shell, outer shell of the Venus is much thinner than Earth, and it is almost like 1/3 thickness. So because of the outer shell being thinner as compared to Earth, it is primarily losing out heat from these thin areas. So now we know that the Venus is also losing heat, and it has a different geological processes as compared to Earth. Venus is a different planet, although it is very similar in size and it's rather close by, but it has a different kind of a geological movement, and it has a different characteristic altogether. And now we know that it is also does not have any tectonic plates, and the outer shell of Venus is much thinner as compared to Earth. So there are a lot of dissimilarity between Venus and Earth, and this is one of them. Now we know a little bit more about Venus. As humans have not shown too much of interest in exploring Venus, sending different kinds of probes to study more about Venus. So our information, our knowledge is primarily based on Earth-based observatory and using our knowledge of science and mathematics. So friends, this is the latest information that I have shared with you today. I will meet you again tomorrow, same time. Until then, keep rocking, please take care, and bye for now.